Hello everybody, today I'm not gonna make any new watch, but instead I will show you how I made the dial from the previous video. So basically first you have to do some magic in the light burn. That's the program for laser. Let me open my project first. My cat just came. So we need the koi fish dial. You can see there's few layers, different settings. So basically, as more details you want to have with the different level of engraving, as more you have to play in this program. But in my case, it's basically only 3 layers: the fish itself, then we have to cut the middle and cut the diameter of the dial, and then engrave separately the indices and separately the image of the fish. So when you set everything, when you when you spend a few hours testing on the material, testing all your settings needed, then you can start lasering it. So for this dial I use brass material. It's 0.5 millimeters thick, perfect for the dial. Then I place it here because when you engrave, the surface must be absolutely flat, otherwise some areas will be engraved deeper or more shallow. Then basically when your settings are ready, you start engraving, and this process takes about 1 hour for one dial, so a bit long. There you see the focus. So I just adjust the area where I want to engrave. I have a lot of different materials here. By the way, these are some other projects for the next mod. I have also aluminum for different kind of the dial, or painted aluminum. There are many cool stuff you can do with the laser. Okay, so it's done. I can switch off laser. It's still a bit hot, so I have to be careful. So that's what we get at this stage. You can see it's pretty dark, it's a bit burnt. The edges of the dial are not perfect. You can scrape the material out, you see. So basically now I have to clean all of this very well, dry it, paint it, polish it, and then if everything goes well, the dial will be ready. So I use water, hand soap, and just clean it in every direction to make sure there is no dust between the smallest details before I paint it. So after cleaning the dial, I heat it up a bit by heat gun. I don't know if it's true, but I think when it's a bit hot, the paint sticks better to the metal. And then just spray. Now we are back to bathroom. Basically that's the dial before sanding. You can see it gets a bit kind of texture. That's what we need. It's gonna look really good. And sandpaper. And then I take another sandpaper. I need it wet so it gets this better finishing. And I polish like this for about 10 minutes, I think, until I get no scratches visible on the dial. It takes some time. It looks much better now. I still didn't figure out how to make it really perfect. If you have experience with doing similar thing, suggest me something. What do I do? What do I do in this case? How do I polish it really nicely and fast and easy would be better even. And here what we got. The black background with some texture as I wanted. Beautiful details. I scratched the paint on the edge a little bit, but it's not a problem. This dial is 28.7 millimeters, so that's basically even more than this will hide in the case. So after installation it won't be visible for sure. And you still can see some micro scratches. I'm not sure if I should polish it better or leave it as it is, because this kind of look like a brushed dial. It also looks good. Not sure. Let me know what you think. Yeah, so that's it. That's how I made this dial, and yeah, let me show you a couple more designs. That's another dial. I wanted to insert the indices, still working. And that's the ready watch. Monster UFO, cat UFO, if you look closer. Those are small cats, yeah, not crabs, but cats. And this one for another project, I tried to engrave deeper and make the same black background. I think looks really cool. Then I've got here another variation. It's not a deep engraving, as you see, basically just burnt paint. And for another project, that's the black dial with the dial feet, and I just engraved the top surface. Looks really good. Also, I think made of brass, because the same color as you see. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'll try to make new dials.